let's talk about something that can feel, well, really personal and kind of confusing. It's that moment when you feel a sexual urge that seems to pop up out of nowhere, even when you have zero interest in actually having sex. It happens to so many of us, but we almost never talk about it. So let's do that.
I mean, has this ever happened to you? Maybe your body just suddenly feels aroused, but your mind is a million miles away. Or a random sexual thought just flashes through your brain while you're, I don't know, doing the dishes or trying to work. If you're nodding along right now, I want you to hear this loud and clear.
You are so not alone. This experience has nothing to do with your desires, your intentions, or who you are as a person. Nope, this is all about how your brain is wired, how it processes the world, deals with stress, and sends out automatic signals.
So let's get right into it. What is actually going on here? It can feel totally baffling when your body and your mind seem to be telling you two completely different things, but there's a really clear science-based reason for it. Okay, so picture your brain as this incredible powerhouse, just constantly churning out thoughts and scanning everything around you. Now, here's the kicker. It often triggers a physical reaction to something before your conscious mind even gets a chance to figure out what's going on. And sometimes, yeah, those automatic signals are sexual ones.
To really get this, we need to pull apart two ideas that we always tangle together: sexual desire and sexual urges. Trust me, they are not the same thing at all.
So let's break this down. Desire is psychological, right? It's that genuine feeling of, I want to be close to someone. It's emotional. But an urge? That's just physical and totally automatic. It's like a sudden hunger pang you get when you smell pizza, even if you just ate. One is about wanting, the other is just a physical signal. They're two different systems, and they don't always fire at the same time.
And that brings us to the big question, right? If you don't actually want sex, why on earth would your brain and body kick off an urge anyway? Well, it turns out there are a few pretty fascinating reasons this happens. Let's dig into the top 5.
We're going to look at how your brain is on autopilot, the weird world of intrusive thoughts, how stress gets involved, the classic mismatch between your body and your mind, and finally, just good old-fashioned brain curiosity.
First up is automatic processing. Your brain is like this super fast scanner constantly looking for cues, a look, a tone of voice, even a smell, that it connects to things like pleasure or attraction. Your brain's reward system can light up in less than a second, causing a physical reaction before you're even consciously aware it happened. It's a classic case of your body reacting first and your thinking mind playing catch-up.
Second, intrusive thoughts. Let's be real. Our minds are weird. They produce this endless stream of thoughts, and some of them are just completely random. Psychologists call these intrusive thoughts. They can be about anything: a cringy memory, a silly idea, or yep, a random sexual scenario. They just appear, and they don't mean a thing about what you actually want.
And here's the really wild part. When we try to fight these thoughts, to shove them out of our heads, it just makes them stronger. It's that classic don't think about a pink elephant problem. The moment you try not to, it's all you can see. That random thought is just a mental hiccup, not a secret desire.
Number 3, the stress response. When you're stressed out or overwhelmed, your brain starts looking for a quick fix, a way to feel better fast. Sexual stimulation releases a flood of powerful feel-good chemicals like dopamine. So sometimes your brain sends out an urge not because you want intimacy, but because it's just trying to find a release valve for all that tension. Fourth, and this one is a really big piece of the puzzle, is the body and mind mismatch. Physical arousal and psychological desire are two completely different things. It is incredibly common for them not to be in sync. You can feel physically aroused without actually wanting sex, and you can want intimacy without your body immediately responding. This mismatch is totally 100% normal. And finally, reason number 5 is just simple, natural curiosity. Our brains are basically story-generating machines. They love to explore possibilities and run what-if simulations. Just like you might daydream about a weird conversation, your mind can conjure up sexual scenarios just as an act of creative exploration. It has zero to do with your real-world plans.
Okay, so now that we know why this happens, let's talk about what to actually do. When one of these unwanted urges pops up, there's a really simple, gentle way to handle the moment without getting into a fight with yourself. This whole practice is incredibly simple. Just 3 steps. First, just acknowledge the feeling. Notice the thought or sensation, but without any judgment. Remember, it's just a signal. Second, take a few slow, deep breaths. This immediately tells your nervous system to chill out. And third, gently redirect your focus back to whatever you were doing
No struggle, no fight. Just a calm pivot. And the thing to remember is that these urges are temporary. Seriously, think of them like clouds passing in the sky. If you just watch them go by without grabbing onto them or trying to fight them, they will naturally drift away on their own. It's the judgment and the panic that give them power. So let's wrap this all up. What is the single most important thing to take away from all of this? It's a simple but really powerful truth about how our minds work. An urge is just a signal. A thought is just a little event happening in your mind. They aren't commands, they don't define who you are, and they absolutely do not mean you have to act on them. Getting that distinction is the key to feeling free from all that confusion and self-judgment. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Now that you understand your own brain a little bit better, what old judgment about your own thoughts or feelings can you maybe, just maybe, choose to let go of?